What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me out here picking up a shirt because I needed a specific shirt to match multiple different types of pants that I was considering wearing for New Year's Eve meetup. Shout out to the Bag Chasers, the Patreon members. We're going to be at New Year's Eve in Miami. It's going to be absolutely awesome. And so I'll be heading out there tomorrow. And then I'm going to bring Rita out there shortly thereafter. Rita's right there, don't worry. Being stylish, wearing all of the jewelry, everything. Let me see that bracelet. When did you get this? Look, when did you get this? When did she get that, ladies and gentlemen? I don't even have my regular, I got the sub. Come on, Rita, let's go this way. I got the sub on today. My original sub, my first Rolex, I got that on today. So I'm feeling a little shocky today. Then I went into the store and I got my shirt. Now a shirt that would normally cost $100 is $147. Ain't that what she said? $147?
Yeah.
It was $147. The same shirt that I would normally buy or that I've seen time and time again. And I'm not shouting out the brand simply because they're not paying me for it. She said it's new. She said it's an extra. It's the performance version. Like, yo, the performance version that looked the exact same as the other version. It doesn't have any kind of different threading. And Rita started cracking up. The performance version, inflation, different prices. She said they just got that one in. I was like, oh, okay. Looks same as the one that was just here the other day. Don't worry about it. But, man, that background is slapping, ain't it? Let's go over to the other side. The thing about it is just that, man, I was thinking about it because I was on a coaching call today, and it's a young man that I'm coaching. I coach a lot of different people. If y'all want to get in touch with me for the coaching calls, make sure you email me at antondaniels413@gmail.com, and I'm going to get you scheduled for a session, and we're going to get it popping, all right? Zoom call, personal calls. We scheduling, obviously, we passed January, so if you want to get in for the next month after that, we're usually about a month and a half out, and we don't do it any further than that simply because, it doesn't make for a great user experience. But tap in with me, AntonDaniels413@gmail.com, if you want to get a personal session in, and that way we can get you all set up and get you popping off for 2023. But I was talking to this young man, and I was telling him, and I said, you moved out, things are going well, you had a phenomenal 2022, graduated college, you got your dream job, you followed the blueprint that I gave you, you moved out of your parents' house now, you're making a really, really decent salary, you didn't pick one of these Victim Olympics degrees, a basket weaving degree, but you did the thing that was best for you, right? I said, yeah. I said, what's the next goal? So he gave me some general goals and stuff like that, and I said, that's unacceptable. Now I'm really gonna push you. Now I'm really gonna be on top of you. And one of the concerns that I see a lot of people have when they start to get a level of success is that they feel the need to be able to validate themselves for other people. Two different points that I want to make to you guys. The first point is similar to the point that I have when I'm up here and I'm walking and I'm having these vlogs. Wow, this is absolutely gorgeous. I'm up here, I'm working, and I'm having these vlogs, and people watch me and all of that other type of stuff, and I see people stare at me as I'm talking. And I've gotten so used to the camera and so used to just doing what I do that I don't even take into consideration anything that's happening around me. The first point that I want to make to you guys is that I truly, just genuinely, to my heart, to my core, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care what people think. I don't care. I don't respond to comments. Sometimes I do if I want to take a screenshot of it and then put it on Instagram or Twitter or something like that. But in a general sense, I just genuinely don't give a fuck. I don't care what nobody think. I don't care if people stared at me when I blog. I don't care what their thoughts are. If you did things based off of what everybody else thought you should do, then you would be average just like them. The thing that makes you unique is the fact that you're not willing to do the thing that everybody else is doing in order to get completely different results. And so you're gonna have to do something abnormal in order to get abnormal results, or you can be just regular like everybody else. Stop moving based off of what the code is or what everybody think it is, and just stop giving a fuck. I don't give a fuck when I'm on the P+ Talk and I have to have conversations with women. If I'm rocking with a specific woman at that particular time, then I'm rocking with her. If I'm not rocking with her, then I'm not rocking with her. And I reserve the right to be able to change my mind and do what I want to do when I want to do it. I don't need no validation from nobody. I don't need none of that shit. It's funny because like, I've seen so many people make assumptions, say that certain things was gonna happen. I remember when people were predicting that me and JR wouldn't last and that, we would go separate ways, but here we are. Me and JR stronger than ever. Me and all of the people that I do business with, that I align with, me and Kwame, stronger than ever. Me and Charleston, stronger than ever. That's my brother in real life, and we have conversations and we do business outside of content creation and YouTube. And so the thing that you're going to have to lean into, and I'm not just talking about from a content creation perspective, I'm talking about in general, is you have to not give a fuck. Fuck them. Do the thing that's in your own best interest and not what's in the interest of everybody else. Let them do whatever it is that they're gonna do, and then you move how you gonna move, and that's the way it's gotta be. Second point, and I say this all the time, but I'm gonna be a little bit more pointed. You gotta get uncomfortable with being, or you gotta get comfortable with being uncomfortable, and you gotta do the thing that's in your best interest as far as making a short-term sacrifice so you can do what you wanna do for the rest of your life. One of the upcoming videos that I got dropping in the Patreon, that link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the channel, is that I break down exactly what my financial goals, short-term and long-term, moving into the new year are, right? And one of my goals, I'll share with you, one of my goals specifically, it's not even a goal, it's something that I need to take care of, is that I have a property that I own. And I owe $163,000 plus some change on it. And it's a $400,000 plus property. So I have over $250,000 in equity in it. And it's awesome. And so I've accumulated the equivalent of a little more than $160,000 in cash. And so I'm gonna use it in order to get from under that mortgage so that I can own it outright and clear. Now I collect somewhere between $2,500 and $3,000 on average, depending on when I want to raise the rent or when I don't want to raise the rent. But I collect somewhere around $2,500 a month, which equates to $30,000 a year in profit from this particular property. I'm making the big purchase or the big contribution. I'm not going to talk about the tax benefits that I get from it or anything like that. None of that matters. But I'm making the short-term sacrifices still. I've been doing it for years, for over a decade now. Making the short-term sacrifices so that you can benefit long-term and get all of the big things and then have all of the assets continue to support whatever it is that you want to do on a day-to-day basis. Most people don't want to stay down long enough. They want to finance their lifestyle. They want to fake it till they make it. They want to Klarna. They want to Afterpay. Oh, look, Method Man. Method Man got a Moose Knuckles ad. Shout out to Method Man. Branching out. Never heard of Moose Knuckles. New store. Was that already open at Lululemon?
They moved it.
Is that new? So they moved it from over there to over here?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's bigger over here.
But you got to make the short-term sacrifices. Most people don't want to stay down for 10 years. Most people don't want to make the sacrifice in order to be able to live the rest of their life the way they want to. And it shows, and that's why the majority of the people, if they do anything, they're going to have to finance. If you see people in the comments and I'm talking about money or I'm talking about lifestyle, I'm talking about being rich, they're going to get offended and say, well, Anton, most people can't. Well, your fucking fault. I made the sacrifices. I did what I needed to do. I stayed in my parents' basement even after I had the resources and the jobs and all of that other stuff. That's your fault. Take ownership and responsibility of who you are so that you can then do the thing that's in your own best interest. Don't nobody owe you nothing. If you stay down long enough, you can actually do it too. It's not rocket science. It's not something that you need to buy a course for in particular. If you want to subscribe to the Patreon and align yourself with a group of people that's going in the direction that you're going in, plus you get all of the interviews uncensored, and plus you get all of the game, then do that. Or not. You can do whatever you want to do. But the point that I'm making is that it's not rocket science. You make the short-term sacrifices, you lower your lifestyle, you get rid of the debt, and then you start to buy assets. Don't increase your lifestyle, work, hustle, grind. Do it long enough to be able to endure to get to the riches. And then you can do what the fuck you want when you want to. And that's the end of the conversation. And then you determine how it is that you want to impact people. Then you can be a philanthropist or whatever it is that you want to do, or you can continue to work, grind, put points on the board, and try to buy the Pistons one day like I'm doing. All I'm saying is that you need to start aligning your goals with what it is that you want, not based off of what society determines for you. It's not up to them. It's up to you. You're the only person that's going to have to be accountable for what it is that you do and what you say and how it is that you live your life on this earth going forward. Ain't nobody going to be there with you. You came into this world alone, you're going to die alone. That's it. That's it. So make the short-term sacrifices. Determine what it is that you want your life to be. And then move on from there. Fuck what everybody else is saying. Fuck the comments. Fuck the mindset. What up, big dog? Yes, what's happening? How you feel?
We here.
Yeah. Yeah, what up, though? So, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Me and Rita about to go and get some PF chains. And this is Rita's one of her favorite restaurants. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.